I'm a pre-World War II. I say pre-World War II, meaning before America got into World War II, I volunteered to get into the flying training program. And I'm one of the early black volunteers who the first letter of rejection said straight out, there are no facilities to train Negroes to fly in any branch of the American military service.
Wow.
So that did not deter me.
What a great day. My name is John Quattlebaum, and I'm here representing Georgetown County Airport Commission, who helped initiate this event. On behalf of my fellow commissioners, Thomas Alford, Zany Graham, John Hood, Murray Lord, Nick Nicholson, and Chairman John Meehan, I welcome you. It's great to see such a good turnout today as we celebrate the Tuskegee Airmen. What they accomplished militarily, historically, and socially is a testament both to them and our great country.
Tell you what, it is indeed a pleasure and honor to be here on a historical event, because Georgetown and the city of Georgetown, we're always making history. And today is another historical event.
In 1947, that's 48, the Air Force got its independence. We were part of the Army, we were the Army Air Corps. The Air Force got its independence in 1947. So that definition includes our support personnel, the doctors, nurses, parachute riggers, the chemical warfare, the mess hall, or now that's referred to as dining facility personnel, anyone who served at least for one day. I like to say that in the beginning, and I'm not talking about Genesis. In the beginning, when they first started training Negroes to fly in the military, there were no black military pilots. Therefore, there were no black military instructor pilots. All of our instructors were white.
I had a full career in the military. I started as 1943, and I graduated. I was 19 years old, and overseas, 19 years old. Nothing better than be a second lieutenant flying a P-51 over Europe. Those were the days. When I came back and got out in 1946, I went to NYU for 1 year, but I also got married in 47. So that changed things in my life. So I'd like to, when I look at my career, I divided it into three sections, or three segments. The first segment was during World War II, when the services were rigidly segregated. Then later, there came a period when you had integration. Now we say, when did integration start? Well, integration, once it was implemented, during that period, many of us ran into racial obstacles. And for me, that lasted from about 1949 to about 1953, 1954, when you served with commanders who didn't want you. But after that period, 54, for me, it varied with each individual. But for me, it ended about 54, where my career went on when I didn't seem to run into racial problems. But during that period of integration, I ran into a couple of commanders who didn't want me. But I got over that. I was fortunate enough to get through it. But in any case, I came back on active duty in 1948. But let me go back a minute to tell you what happened. I started school in 47, NYU. And that same month, in 1947, the Air Force became a separate service. What had been the United States Army Air Forces was moved from the Army and became the United States Air Force. Several months after that started, the Chief of Personnel in the Air Force, General Edwards, initiated a study on racial integration within the Air Force. Now, what did he base that on? The 99th and 332nd had a good record in Europe, and everyone talks about the pilots having a good record. But the thing is, the maintenance people, the support people, had just as good a record. Because we put as many airplanes in the air, percentage-wise, as any other outfit over there. We flew as many missions, percentage-wise, as any other outfit over there. And we had a damn good record as far as protecting the bombers. Now, for a while they talked about we never lost a bomber, but we did lose some. But the fact is that we lost less they lost less bombers when we escorted them than comparable groups.
Georgetown County has a layered past, a rich history of people. We honor today all those who respect that past, have learned from the past, and are at work protecting and preserving America's future. I salute all those whose heritage is air power.
The county started planning this event in May. We wanted the public to have an opportunity to hear the stories of what these men did for their country. They literally brought integration to the entire American Armed Forces.
This is a extremely historic moment for Georgetown County. The importance is that this is a group of African American males who are actually people who have paved the way for all black Americans.
The Red Tail event here in Georgetown is very special and I think very important for our young people, particularly our young men in our community. I think having Colonel Hardy here today represents the challenge that he was able to overcome during World War II. I think that we need to enlighten our young people, particularly our young men, about the importance of staying in school, getting a good education, and also furthering themselves through college or in the military.
Go! Ruhi! Adir! And my name is Adar. I thought it was pretty sad. I almost cried, actually. It was a little violent, but pretty good. They were they had the least low, they had the lowest death toll. And there were only 66 Tuskegee airmen killed. I know that. And they brought equality into the Air Force. Yeah. I knew that before. Yeah, I already knew that and by watching studies, and so I don't know.
My name is Gwendolyn Frazier, and I'm with Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority, Georgetown, South Carolina, Mu Phi Omega, and we're happy to be to share in this event, bringing the Red Tails to Georgetown County. We think it's just a great thing to show what can be done if you persevere.